Hi, George Williams, founder and CEO of ReliabilityX, here to talk about our next building block in our operational reliability domain, and that is loss management. Loss management ensures that we understand where and what type of losses are reducing our efficiency, our capacity, and our profitability as a manufacturing plant. Now, why do we want to do this? Well, we want to eliminate wastes, not create wastes. And anytime a line is not producing 100% quality at 100% of its rate, at speed rate, you are experiencing losses. And so we want to make sure we're identifying those losses and making those losses go away. How does that happen? This is a typical output from a SCADA system. Green says we're running good, and then we've got these minor problems. We may have had a breakdown, and various things happen throughout the day. This happens at every single stop or station or machine within our production line, and it sums up to an awful lot of lost output. We consolidate all of that lost output to identify how much loss exists in category buckets such as speed losses, minor stops, breakdowns, process failures, etc. This is a list of what those losses look like. We've got losses associated with how we schedule, whether or not we have maintenance scheduled, whether or not we have operational downtime associated with things like changeovers. All those things affect how much availability we have with respect to, are we going to run the machine? That schedule can be optimized. We've got to do the PMs, but maybe we don't have to do so many changeovers. The next bucket, this is a TEEP loss. The next bucket, our first bucket within the availability bucket, or first bucket within the OEE is availability. That includes breakdowns, process failures, and setup and adjustment losses. We can eliminate those types of things. Then we have performance losses, things like speed losses and minor stops. And then finally, we have the quality bucket, and the quality bucket includes in-process defects, things the line rejects, and startup defects, things that are rejected until we send our first quality product at rate out through the line. These losses and various types, the reason we bucket minor stops and breakdowns into these buckets is because different tools are used to eliminate different losses. And so when we go through the various things, for breakdowns, we want to make sure that we're doing our clean, inspect, and lubricates, or PM optimizations. If we're having process failures, it's usually procedurally related. So we've got to make sure we have standard operating procedures and that we train people appropriately. If we have setup and adjustment problems, maybe we have an unrealistic expectation of what a changeover should take. Sometimes more inspection during the changeover means I'm going to have a better output throughout the run. Or maybe we didn't go through a SMED, a single minute exchange of die process, to make sure that's more like a NASCAR pit stop or an F1 pit stop, which would be better. And things like visual management. For minor stops, everything, CIL, center lining, visual management, incoming raw material inspections, all these things can help eliminate those types of stops. And then for speed losses, well, they're often due to us trying to mask other losses. So if you want to find out if that's the case, put your machine to maximum speed, figure out what the other losses are, make those go away before you just assume that you cannot run a machine at its maximum capacity. So all of these are tools for eliminating losses. Loss management is making sure that your operational strategy includes what are the things we're going to put in place so we don't shoot ourselves in the foot and have operational losses. And then for all the other losses, make sure we are bucketing them appropriately so that we can use problem-solving skills and the right types of solutions that match the types of losses we're having.